Hello everybody, GL1 here, and welcome to my online toy museum. And this here is just your run-of-the-mill giant 14-inch Emperor Zurg action figure with good articulation. And we've seen this before when I did an episode on all the Zurgs that I had had. Well, there is a new Zurg that I recently found. And here it is. It is the Alpha class Zurg, and it is the same scale, so pretty gigantic. And it promises to have even better articulation. So let's take a look into this and see what we've been missing. All right, so here we're going to open this up, and opens up here from the side. You know, I don't like to see movies do poorly. I feel bad that the Buzz Lightyear movie did so poorly. However, if it had done well, I wouldn't have been able to get all these great Buzz Lightyear movie toys so inexpensively. So, on a selfish note, I'm glad about that. So the first thing is that it's much shinier. So you can see it's a different plastic. So there's that. And you can see also that some of the design is a little bit different. Let me take him out of his bands here, and we'll explore that. So you got to be careful not to scratch your plastic. Trying to get all these bands off. It is nicer than the days when it was all these plastic twist ties, and they were really extensive, used a lot of resources, and they were rather difficult to untwist. Out of here. Let's see if that's enough. Oh, we got the shoulders here. I really don't want this thing moving around in the package. All right, here he is. And there's also these on the feet. I'll turn these around. Let's see, is that enough? Oh, okay. Got to go the right direction. All right, there. All right. All right, so here he is. Alpha Deluxe Zurg, and there's an extra arm adapter inside the package. We'll take a look at that. So, all right, so let's compare. All right, well, let's see. So we have the two Zurgs. And as I said, you can see that the plastic is much shinier. And you can see that this is gray painted here and just one piece of purple there. And you can see the difference in the arms. See if the size is exactly the same. So, well, actually, it's a little smaller. So the Alpha class is slightly smaller. As you can see, it doesn't stand up as tall. But you can see also that, all right, so there's more detail on the head. And let's see, the hands. Okay, this is a harder plastic. It's not so easy to move. So these hands here, the plastic's much more flexible. All right, and the wrists, yeah, they turn the same. Let's see, we got, all right, so the arm only bends this far to a right angle here. And yeah, this, all right, it's also a right angle. So let's see if it looks exactly the same. Yeah, basically, yeah, the joint is pretty much the same. You can see a little bit, again, more detail, the red in there. So, and then you have, you have the gray here where you don't have that on the other Zurg. Let's see on the back. Oh, well, you have some, all right, you have the red paint design. You have more detail on the jets, more detail on the lower back and the mid back. Oh, and look at the detail around the knees, the back of the knees. So a lot more detail there. So yeah, all right. I can see that's a cool figure. Let's see, you have all this swivel in here. Swivels nicely. And this one does not swivel at all. So, all right, quite a good improvement there. Double jointed knees. So you got the joint there and the joint here. Let's see, I think this is, yep, just single joint. All right, so you get more joint action there. And you get your feet move all around. And you don't get your feet to move all around here. So, all right, well, this was $15. So the other one was, I believe, $12.99. So pretty great. All right, and let's take a look at that extra arm blaster that we can put on here. It looks like they definitely did not make that easy to get into, so that's why we have a razor blade, a box cutter. Fun. All right, well, you definitely need to have something kind of heavy duty and sharp to get in there for that. All right, so you have a connecting hose. So the large Zurg does not have an arm that comes off. The smaller one below that does have an arm that has fires 3 missiles, but it falls off too easily. That was my complaint on that one. All right, so this one, you can just take that off and then insert that in there, and then there you go, and you plug it in, and then Zurg's blaster arm is activated. So it doesn't, shoot any missiles, and that's fine, because this is, I think, more of an adult collectible. I think that I don't know what the original cost on this was. I would guess probably around $30. And I think it was intended to be more of an adult collectible. But certainly great for kids. But a lot of times adult collectibles don't have missiles that shoot off. And another little Zurg that I got recently, these things are way overpriced. I don't know what is supporting the pricing on these squishy characters. I mean, whether you get Jurassic Park dinosaurs or superheroes, they're like $10, $15. So fortunately, I was able to get this for $5. So you have the head inside this separate rubber body armor that goes on top, and it stretches. Now, it's not like Stretch Armstrong. It has, you could see it has like a liquid inside, and you could see the bubbles. It really, all it is flexible plastic. It doesn't have that sand in there where you squeeze it and it stays and keeps its shape. I'll show you the difference. So back during episode 232, I went over some various squishy things, and here's one of them. And this is the kind where it's the same rubber as or plastic as Zurg, but it's got like these squishy beads inside. You burst open the beads and you got to wait, and then it changes color, and now it's all green. So that's one kind of squishiness. And then you have the Stretch Armstrong kind of squishiness. Now this hasn't been seen on the show before. This is actually to the movie Rampage. So this is the wolf, and you can get that as a Stretch Armstrong type of toy. And I recommend keeping this inside a Ziploc bag. Don't let it, you see it's already starting to wear. Silicone does not do well with oils in your skin, and this is also cornstarch, and that dries out too. I believe the air gets into here and makes it hard. So I'm gonna wash off the oils from touching this and then put it back in the Ziploc bag. And then you have these other new kind of squishy, rubbery toys, which I like a lot. They have like sand inside, like that kinetic sand. And so when you squish them a certain way, they keep their shape. And then to just get them back, you can kind of just, roll them in your hands and just kind of, puff them back to the way they were. Some go back more easily than others, but, it's really neat that we have this kind of toy technology now to fool around with. So, but anyway, I don't understand why these usually are so expensive, but there it is. So anyhow, I think that if you can find one of these, this was in Burlington Coat Factory, $15. I think it's great. I think it's great to have a really nice, giant, highly articulated Zurg action figure, and hope you can find one and enjoy it too. So thanks for watching, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.